Hello everyone, welcome back to Gringa Spanish with another Spanish lesson. I am Christy and today we will be going over the lyrics to Imitadora by Romeo Santos. I remember when this song came out in 2017, everybody and their mother was doing a bachata routine to this song. This is a bachata song. Actually, it goes out to my friend Raymond Perez, who requested more bachata songs. And Raymond, I completely agree with you because when I was learning Spanish, one of my favorite types of music to look up the lyrics and sit there and figure out what it meant was bachata. I actually had a huge crush on Prince Royce. Prince Royce, if you're listening, call me. But today we're going to be going over Imitadora. Bachata is to this day a very, very popular brand of music or a genre of music. You will hear it out in the nightclubs. You will hear it at Latin night. And this song was really, really big when it came out. I'm going to try, it's pretty long. We're going to try to get through the chorus. I don't want to make it overwhelming, so I'm going to try to go a little fast. Okay, so it starts with Mi memoria ha conservado lo que se ha llevado el viento. This is a little complicated. Let's just start with mi memoria ha conservado. Ha comes from the verb haber. Haber means to have, in the sense that in English you say to have done something. So I have done something, you have done something, he has done something. So after haber, the same as in English, will come a verb. Have you gone to the store? I have gone to the store. You see, after have comes the verb that you have done. It's the same thing in Spanish with the verb haber, but notice that in English, when you say I have done something, you don't get the infinitive afterwards. You get a form of the verb that's called the past participle, and that will always be the same regardless of how haber is conjugated. And it's the same way in English. I have gone to the store. You have gone to the store. He has gone to the store. Gone, which is the past participle of to go, will always be the same. So conservado is the past participle of conservar, which means to conserve or to maintain, and that will always be the same no matter who's doing the haber, okay? So mi memoria, my memory, ha conservado, has conserved or saved lo que se ha llevado el viento. So here we have a again, haber. And it's conjugated the same for, here it is mi memoria ha conservado. So he's speaking, it's the third person because he's not going to say I conserved this. He's saying my memory has conserved this. So this is the third person of haber. And this is also the third person of haber because what has done something? El viento, that means the wind. So the wind has done something. What has the wind done? Lo que se ha llevado. Llevar means to take. It can mean to bring or to take, but you have to go judging by context. It's similar in English. Here the wind has taken away something. So the sentence will make more sense altogether. Mi memoria ha conservado lo que se ha llevado el viento. My memory has conserved that which the wind has taken away. Y estoy estancado en esos tiempos. Estancado means, again, here's a past participle. You use the past participle all the time, actually. It's very, it's a useful thing to recognize and know how to do. Estancar means to get stuck or to stop something from happening. So estancado means I am stuck. Also, the past participle, it can behave like an adjective. For example, if I say, I chew on this pencil. Now the pencil is chewed. Chewed is the past participle. I have chewed the pencil. Also, go get that chewed pencil. It behaves like an adjective. So, y yo estoy estancado en esos tiempos. And yo estoy, and I am, estancado, stuck, en esos tiempos, in those times. Cuando tú me amabas. Amar is to love. It means physically and emotionally. Amaba is the imperfect tense, so it's something that used to happen. Cuando tú me amabas, when you used to love me. Y con gran fulgor. Fulgor means brightness, glare. He means metaphorically here. Y con gran fulgor. Gran means great. So, and with great brightness sentía tus besos. I felt, sentir means to feel. It's in the imperfect form here. It means something used to happen. Y sentía tus besos. And I used to feel your kisses. Beso means kiss. Dime, tell me. This is a command. Me is the pronoun. That means who he wants. He wants, tell me. That's the me part of that. And di is the command, tell. You could say tell him something. You could say dile, tell him, or tell her. You would just change this part here. Quítame esta duda. Quitar means to take away. It can also mean to take off, like take off your clothes or get something off of you. Quítame esta duda. Get rid of this doubt for me. Duda is doubt. So he says, tell me, get rid of my doubt. He doesn't say my, but it's understood. ¿Quién es esta extraña que se ha apoderado de tu ser? Again, we have haber here, so you understand how that works. Apoderar means to, well, apoderarse, the se is over here. Apoderarse means to take possession of. So, ¿quién, who, es esta extraña? Extraña means strange, but in this context it means a stranger. ¿Quién es esta extraña? Who is this stranger? Que se ha apoderado de tu ser, who has taken possession of your being. So ser means to be, and tu ser is your being. Also, side note, something useful to know that you can see here. Tu, when it has an accent, means you. Tu, when it doesn't have an accent, means your. So if you ever wondered why tu has an accent sometimes and it doesn't other times, that's why. Without an accent, it means your. With an accent, it means you. Okay. So something to take away from that is that the accent can literally change the definition of the word. And there's a good amount of times that this happens, so pay attention to that. ¿Dónde está la amante loca que me erizaba la piel? Where is, ¿dónde está means where is. If you say está has to be conjugated here, he's talking about her in the third person, so está is in the third person as well. If you're talking on the phone with somebody and you say, where are you? You would say, ¿dónde estás? If you wake up and you don't know where you are and you want to ask somebody, you say, ¿dónde estoy? So, ¿dónde está la amante? Amante means lover. La amante loca, the crazy lover, que me erizaba la piel. Erizar means to bristle. I think here erizaba la piel, and it's in the imperfect tense again, used to. Erizaba la piel, it means like to raise his skin. To give him goosebumps maybe. If I'm wrong, let me know. Porque ya tú no me tocas como lo hacía esa mujer. Esa mujer means that woman. Como lo hacía. Hacía comes from hacer, which means to do or to make. And in this is again the imperfect tense. It means something used to happen. So, como lo hacía esa mujer, like that woman used to. Now let's go back. Porque ya tú no me tocas. Porque, when it's one word, porque means because. When it's two separate words, it's the question why. Ya means already. Tú no me tocas. You don't touch me. Tocar means to touch, and the me says who the verb is happening to or not happening to in this case. Porque ya tú no me tocas. Because you don't touch me anymore. Ya means already or anymore, depending on the context. Como lo hacía esa mujer, like that woman did. Algo no anda bien. This is a phrase you can take and use in a lot of different contexts. It means something's not right. To directly translate it, andar means to walk, bien means good, algo means something. So algo no anda bien. So something's not walking right. But anda also just means to go a lot of the time. So something's not going well. But in English, it's more just like something's not right. Like if something's weird and something feels off, you can say algo no anda bien, like something's weird. Esta noche me hago el interrogante. So, me hago el interrogante. Hago comes from hacer. This is the first person. Remember, this is an irregular verb. It becomes hago. If you're saying I do something or I make something. So me hago means I'm making myself something. I'm putting myself in a position. So me hago el interrogante can mean I'm asking myself a question. Interrogante directly translates into question mark. It is not interrogator, unless this is a dialect thing. Because when I first heard this song, I assumed he was saying, tonight I'm going to make myself the interrogator, I'm going to ask you all these questions. And that would make perfect sense. But interrogator is actually interrogador. It is not interrogante. Interrogante means question mark, and me hago el interrogante means I'm asking myself a question. So if there's anybody from different countries in the comments, you can let me know if this has maybe a different meaning in the Dominican Republic. I'm pretty sure Romeo is Dominican. But either way, it makes sense. Esta noche means tonight, this night. Esta noche. Me hago el interrogante. I'm going to ask myself a question. We'll see in the lyrics he's actually asking her questions as well. Y le pongo fin a la impostora. Pongo comes from poner. This is the first person present tense. It's irregular, so it becomes pongo. He is putting something. And fin means end. Le pongo fin means he's ending something. Le pongo fin a la is saying what he's going to end. So le pongo fin a la impostora. I'm putting an end to the imposter. Usurpadora. We also have a similar word in English. Usurper is when you take somebody's place. There was actually, I'm pretty sure there's a Mexican novela called La Usurpadora, and it's like one of the most famous novelas of all time. I saw a few episodes of it back in the day, not when it was on. It was on a long time ago, but I watched it actually when I was trying to learn Spanish. Excuse me. And there was too much happening for me, like right off the bat, but we won't talk about that. Check it out if you want. So he's just calling her an imposter and a usurper. Exijo contigo una entrevista. Una entrevista is an interview. Exigir with this is irregular again. The G has become a J for the yo present tense conjugation. But the verb exigir has a G in it where this J is, and it means to demand. Contigo means with you. So, exijo contigo, I demand with you una entrevista, an interview. Sospecho plagio a mi señora. Sospechar means to suspect. Plagio means plagiarism. So I suspect plagiarism of my señora, my lady, my missus, or my miss. Mala imitadora. He's just calling her an imitator again. Obviously, he doesn't really think somebody has taken the place of his girlfriend. She's just acting super weird, and he's saying, you're possessed, what's wrong, you need to tell me what's going on, you can't be that same woman because you were so in love with me before. If you guys walk away from here telling people that I told you that, like, he really thinks, like, someone disguised himself as his girlfriend, like, I will be very upset. I'm just kidding. Okay. Dime means tell me. Tengo unas preguntas. Tengo comes from tener, which means to have. Tengo unas preguntas. I have some questions. ¿Dónde fue bajo la lluvia? ¿Dónde means where. Fue is the preterite or past tense form of ser, so in the third person. So, ¿dónde fue? Where was it? It's the same as in English. When we say, you could say, where was I? Where were you? But you can also say, where was it, where something happened. And the it is third person, right? It gets conjugated. It's not a person, but it gets conjugated in the third person for any verbs. ¿Dónde fue? Where was it? Bajo la lluvia. Bajo means under. La lluvia means rain. So, where was it in the rain? Que, that. Te di, I gave you. Di is the preterite form of dar. It's the yo, the me, the I did it, conjugation of dar. I gave you. The te is the pronoun that tells you who the verb happened to. So, que te di, that I gave you. Ese primer beso, that first kiss. Primer means first, beso again means kiss. Dime también, also tell me. Relátamelo. Relatar means tell me, to relate. You can also say to relate in English. We don't really say it, but in English it can also mean to tell somebody something. He related me how he would ever. It's kind of old-fashioned maybe, but relátame. Relatar means to relate or to tell. Relátame el momento. Tell me the moment. Número de alojamiento. Alojamiento means like lodgings or hotel room. So número de alojamiento. I'm thinking this means hotel room. Donde yo te hice mujer. Where, okay, hice is the past tense of hacer, again, in the first person. So he's saying I did something. And there's a couple different ways that you can take this. So yo te hice means I did you, but I don't know if that would be the same connotation as in English. But if you take hacer as to make, donde yo te hice, where I made you mujer, I made you a woman. So I don't know if that's a phrase. You can let me know in the comments. Is hacerte una mujer, is that a phrase that's has a particular meaning? But I'm confident to say the overall translation of this sentence is tell me where we were, or the hotel room where most likely we made love for the first time, I'm guessing. Confírmame, so confirm for me. Confirmar means to confirm. Me gets attached to the end. Confírmame. It doesn't always have to. It depends. You can go watch my grammar videos about commands, because this is a command, how that pronoun behaves. But confírmame, here it can get attached to the end. Confirm for me. Que me enciende en el sexo. Encender means to turn on. You can turn on a light. You can turn on a candle. In English, we would say light the candle, but in Spanish, enciende works for a candle. Que me enciende. What turns me on? Enciende and me. So encender is conjugated in the third person because he's saying what turns me on. And then me is who the verb is happening to. En el sexo. In sex. I don't know how we can get around that. Don't demonetize. I'm not even monetized, but maybe someday. What turns me on in sex? Que me encanta de tu cuerpo. What do I love about your body? Encantar means to love. Que me encanta de tu cuerpo. What do I love about your body? Nuestra primer aventura. Our first adventure. We're almost done, guys. We have gotten through a lot of lyrics. This is a complicated song and it's pretty long. We're only going through the first chorus, obviously, because going further than that would take a really, really long time. But you guys can go listen to the rest of it and translate it. You have a good base now. Quiero detalles. Detalles means details. Quiero means I want. Comes from querer, which means to want. ¿Será el cuello o el ombliguito? Is it the neck or the belly button? Ombligo means belly button. El cuello means the neck. So será el cuello. Será comes from ser. So he's saying, could it be? Is basically the translation of será. Like you may have heard the phrase que será, será. That means what will be, will be. So, and when you make it into a question, it's more like, could it be? So, será el cuello o el ombliguito? Could it be the neck or the belly button? Tu punto favorito. Punto means spot. Favorito means favorite. So, your favorite spot. Porque yo sí sé cuál es. Because I do know which one it is. Cuál means which one. Porque, when it's one word, means because. Yo sí sé. He could omit the sí and just say, yo sé cuál es. That means I know what it is. But when you put a sí in there, which means yes, you're emphasizing the affirmative. Yo sí sé cuál es. I do know which one it is. Si en verdad eres la original. En verdad means in truth. Si means if. At the beginning of a sentence without an accent, it means if. Si en verdad, if in truth, eres, you are, la original, the original. Demuéstramelo ahora. Show me now. Demostrar means to show or to demonstrate or to prove. So this part, demuestra, is a command that means show me. Demuéstrame is you're saying show me. In particular who you're showing it to, because you could tell somebody to show somebody else something. Lo means it. So demuéstramelo. Show me it. Or prove it to me. Ahora means now. Okay, guys, so that's as far as we're gonna go in this song. I really hope you enjoyed. Bachata is a wonderful genre of music. It's a wonderful dance. It's so much fun. You probably can't find bachata lessons to dance unless you are located in a city where there is a lot of Latin influence. But if you do, you can probably find bachata lessons. So go take some lessons, and then when you go to Latin night at your club, you'll be able to dance the bachata. It is absolutely so much fun to dance to. If I made any mistakes, let me know in the comments. If this helped you or you enjoyed it, please give me a like. Let me know. Subscribe if you want to learn Spanish. I really try to break things down and make it as easy as possible. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time.